I'm Lieutenant Skyler Hart. I'm the Operation Portfolio Lead at Space Camp.
Hey, I'm Patrick Kitchens. I'm the Systems Portfolio Lead here at Space Camp.
So I joined the Air Force out of high school, and I became a radio maintenance technician on the enlisted side, and I did that for about 11 years before I got my degree in electrical engineering. Then I commissioned. My first duty station when I commissioned was in Tinker, Oklahoma, where I did B1 avionics, and then I would go and move up to supply chain where I was the lead avionics engineer in the Air Force. And then I had PCS here to Space Camp.
Before Space Camp, I was at Robins Air Force Base as a civilian. Within a SWAG, I mainly focused on developing web applications as well as working with mission data generators in the Electronic Warfare Squadron.
I learned about Space Camp when I got orders to Space Camp. Yeah, strange enough, I never heard of Space Camp. I'm pretty new to space. I did a lot of avionics stuff in my past, so space is kind of new to me. And when I heard you could join the Space Force, I kind of just crossed over, and then I got orders.
I first learned about Space Camp through LinkedIn, and that's actually how I ended up here. Was a post that they had made asking for applications. So I submitted my application through there, and then ended up talking to leadership here and was hired on in about 3 months.
Yeah, when I first got here, it was a shock because it's way different than anything I've ever done in my career. I'm used to showing up and there's like a huge cubicle farm, or like you walk into a back shop, and then I remember walking into here, I'm like, this is really cool, and how nice everyone was and how everyone kind of just talks and collaborates together. It was really mind-blowing.
The systems portfolio focuses on supporting the mission from more of an administrative side. A lot of our applications aren't used directly by operators, but focus on helping support them at a broader level.
So I manage the operations portfolio. We have 6 different product teams. All these different applications, they are in the operations portfolio because they're in the hands of the operators.
Typical day usually starts at home with our stand-up at my desk and office at home. If I'm needed here, I'll transition to campus, where I will continue to have virtual meetings with a lot of the product teams, as well as interfacing with our stakeholders.
So a typical day, we do a lot of tag-ups, meeting with either product teams to go over what they've been doing, or meeting with stakeholders or leadership teams.
One of the challenges I face as a portfolio lead is just facilitating the relationship between our stakeholders and our product teams. As all of us here at Space Camp are doing, I'm fighting the fight for agile processes and changing the mindset of the DoD when it comes to software development.
I think, at least for me, the biggest challenge was coming in as a hardware engineer and then just breaking that cycle of waterfall acquisition and development. In the hardware realm, everything is very waterfall, and coming in here where it's an agile development space, it's kind of hard at first to switch your mind over to how that works.
My favorite thing is definitely just the people I work with. They all sometimes work harder than I do from what I see, and I really appreciate it. That's something that inspires me every day to be better at my job.
So my favorite thing about Space Camp is that everyone has a voice. No matter what level you are, you could be the new person on the block, and if you have something to say, you can say it, and the team's going to take that into consideration. Everyone's super open to teach, so that was nice for me coming in here where I didn't have that good agile background, and I've learned so much just from the different team members here.
In my free time, I'm trying as much as possible as the weather allows to be outside, and I like to fly fish as well as go backpacking and just try to experience everything that Colorado has to offer.
When I have free time, so it's either spending time with my kids, so I have 3 kids, or me and my wife like to do home renovation projects, putting in flooring or putting up walls, or I think it's the engineer in me that likes to break things and put them back together.
A lot of what inspires me now is my coworkers and their attitude and the culture that they've created here. I think that makes it really easy to get up and go to work every day. Another thing is just continuing to learn everything I can about the latest in DevSecOps and other processes.
I love to solve problems. That's the reason why I became an engineer, and that's the reason why I like working here, is that it's a place you come to solve problems.